please welcome the leader of Reform UK, Nigel Farage, MP.
Good evening, Hull! Well, this is terrific. I was on this very stage this time last year when we introduced local hero Luke Campbell as our mayoral candidate. And I thought, I don't know, how's he going to get on? Can he really, are the people of Hull really going to vote for Luke and vote for reform? And he didn't just win, he won the mayoralty by a mile, and a year on, I got to tell you, he's an honest, straight guy doing a superb job for your city. He really is. So I was really keen to come back to Hull, back to Connexin, to speak in support of him, and indeed, to speak for the 19 men and women who are standing for us as Hull City Council elects in thirds. He has been up against it. The administration against him, all the local councils against him. It has not been an easy first year. But he's certainly found his feet. He's sacking all the people in the administration that are obstructing him, and I agree with that. Let that be a warning to Whitehall after the next general election. Civil servants are supposed to be impartial. Civil servants are supposed to be neutral. Civil servants are supposed to turn up at the office. But now there's an opportunity. With 19 men and women, and I met 18 of them earlier today, standing here in Hull City Council. If we can do our stuff here on May the 7th, sweep the board, hold the balance of power on Hull City Council, that will give Luke a massive, massive step up. He won't be obstructed. And you know something? Right now, in Hull, the Tory party have completely disappeared. And frankly, deservedly. But last time round, Hull became controlled. Hull! I mean, the city that voted by over two-thirds for Brexit, Hull voted Liberal Democrat. Now, you may all be fans of Ed Davey, I don't know. Falling off paddle boards but I suppose if you've got nothing to say, it's sensible. I guess it's all you can do, really. So is Hull a hotbed of Liberal Democrats who believe in rejoining the European Union, who see no obstruction to open borders, who think we should welcome young men undocumented that cross the English Channel? No, it's not, is it? It's not. And they voted Lib Dem 4 years ago, and they voted Lib Dem because they were done with the Tories, and they were done with Labour, and they saw the Lib Dem vote as being the way to fight back against the two-party establishment that has run this country for over 100 years, and over the last few decades has led us so badly. They voted Lib Dem against Labour and against the Conservatives. And I believe with the right campaign on May the 7th, just as they did for Luke Campbell last year, I believe the people of Hull will vote reform on May the 7th and will score a great victory. Now, I spent over a quarter of a century battling against the odds for our country not to be governed from Brussels, to take back control of our borders, control our own lives, and in the end, we got it. In the end, we got Brexit. We voted to leave the European Union and take back our independence and self-respect. But sadly, the Conservative government never really believed in it, didn't deliver it properly, and now piece by piece, Labour are taking us back in. And that's what motivated me 20 months ago to come out of political retirement. I wasn't retired completely. I was busy having a great job at GB News, which I absolutely love. But I came back into British politics not just because Brexit hadn't been delivered. I came back into politics because I believe that our once great nation is in serious, serious trouble. I believe that Britain is broken and Britain needs reform, and that's why I'm back. And this Prime Minister oh, he's worse than that. Sorry, what was that? Yeah, keep it clean, for goodness sake, I'll be in trouble. We're on live stream, kids could be watching. This Prime Minister has motivated me even more. I do not believe this Prime Minister acts in the national interest of our country and of its people. He bows down before foreign courts. He does what those who loathe our country urge him to do. He is gutless. He is useless. He is unpatriotic. And on May the 7th, when people vote in Scotland, in Wales, in all 32 London boroughs, here in Hull, right across the West Yorkshire, the North East, the Midlands, the North West, East Anglia, and so on. This is the massive, massive set of elections, the biggest electoral test that will take place between now and the next general election. And right at the minute, we are in the driving seat. Right at the minute, we're topping the polls and doing well. And if people overwhelmingly vote reform on May the 7th, vote reform, get rid of Starmer. That's the big message. And he can't answer any questions. Everything's scripted. Everything's read off a sheet of paper. As I've said before, he's like a pigeon in Trafalgar Square, you know. And last week I asked him a very sensible question. I said, you promised you'd smash the gangs, and yet record numbers of young men have crossed the English Channel under your premiership. As this plan has failed, what is plan B? And he totally ignored my question. And so I got up and I walked out of the House of Commons in disgust. But he can't lead, he only follows. He tells the Americans they can't use our bases. Then, regardless of that, missiles get fired at a British military base in Cyprus. He then says they can use our bases. But then it's time to send the Royal Navy. Oh yes. The nation of Nelson. It's time to send the Royal Navy to defend British sovereign territory in Cyprus, and it takes us 3 weeks and 1 day to get a single vessel there. Our armed forces, hollowed out by 14 years of Conservative government, and now a Labour Party that promises to spend money on defence and does not do so. Can you imagine how this makes us look in the eyes of the world? What a shameful moment it is. And we go on, of course, because of the situation in Iran, not just to oil and gas prices getting higher, but now meetings today in number 10 about potential energy shortages. Ladies and gentlemen, we have an estimated 10 billion barrels of oil and gas, both offshore and onshore. We should not be worried about shortage of supply. We should not just be self-sufficient in energy. We should have a massive oil and gas industry employing tens of thousands of people and be an exporter. And you can say what you like about renewables, but because we subsidize renewables, your bills now for 20 years have been higher than they should be, and we have the highest industrial energy prices in the world. And just think about this part of the world. Just think of the Humber area. Think of what we've lost in terms of steel making, in terms of cement making, in terms of petrochemicals, in terms of plastics. All of this has gone. It's gone off to India, to China, and other places. And what do? We import the goods back into Britain. We haven't cut CO2 emissions. We've exported the export of CO2 emissions to other countries around the world. And as for Kemi Badenoch today, that's amused somebody back there, isn't it? It's the trouble, it's infectious, isn't it? As for Kemi Badenoch today, saying get Britain drilling, she was the high priestess of net zero and renewables just a handful of years ago, and it was the Conservative government that put 75% super taxes, stopping companies investing in the North Sea, a Conservative government who forbade any onshore exploration of gas, a Conservative government who weren't willing to give out the necessary licenses. It's the Conservative government that killed the North Sea. It's Red Ed Miliband continuing it, and Richard Tice have made these arguments for year after year after year. They are a pale imitation. The Conservative Party is a pale imitation. We are the real deal. We're the people setting the agenda, and I sense the country is now coming to its senses. We should re-industrialise Britain, particularly the north of England, produce our own oil and gas, and become a richer, better, stronger country as a result of it. And it's worth thinking here in Hull, on the North Sea, on the other half of the North Sea, the bit the Norwegians have, the intelligent, well-led Norwegians. There have been 49 new drill sites in the last year, in the same fields that stretch over into British waters. 49 new drill sites, 0 in this country. We deserve leadership. We deserve courage. We deserve people in government who know how to run business and know how to make money. Otherwise, we're doomed. And while we're on the North Sea, Norway, fishing's coming, all right. It's like having a prompter up at the back there, isn't it? While we're on the North Sea, Norway has a 200-mile exclusive economic zone, and all the fish and all the fish management within those waters is controlled by Norway. If we want to fish there, we have to get a license and pay for it. A 200-mile exclusive economic zone, a booming fishing industry, a booming angling, tourism, business. And I thought with Brexit, part of it was about getting back our territorial waters to the benefit of Hull and Grimsby and Fraserburgh and many of these great North Sea ports. And what did the Conservatives negotiate? Nothing. Nothing. We have exclusive fishing rights up to a 6-mile line and no more than that. And now Starmer has agreed these arrangements should continue for a further 11 years. You know, in this city, fishing was once one of the great centerpieces and prides of Hull, destroyed by our membership of the European Union and by weak British governments not prepared to stand up for our traditions and our coastal communities. And I promise you, if we have anything to do with it, we will change that and take back what is rightfully ours. But I'm afraid we have problems that are even more serious than the economic situation, than our military situation, and that is our social situation now in our country. I can scarcely believe that there are marches and demonstrations up and down this country of people who support the murderous, barbarous Iranian regime. I can scarcely believe there are marches up and down this country at which they chant anti-Semitic slogans against the Jewish community, the kind of thing we all thought had gone over 80 years ago. I cannot believe that we have British police forces in the north of England and in this county of Yorkshire who've been prepared to turn a blind eye to what is called the grooming gangs scandal. But it's worse than that. It's worse than that. It's actually the mass rape scandal, isn't it? It is something that shames all of us who live in this country and those that view us from around the world. Immigration into Britain works if those that come play their part and integrate, and generally we've been pretty good at it compared to many other countries in the world because we're a proud, tolerant people. But I'm afraid what's happened in the last few years, and again, Boris Johnson, the Boris wave, 3.8 million people coming in under Boris Johnson, and only 20% of them on work permits. And for every one of those that comes that doesn't work, they're likely to cost the taxpayer, if they live a long life, up to £500,000. We have burdened taxpayers for many, many years to come. And that is why I believe that those that have come in the last few years that are not contributing, that are not working, should not be given indefinite leave to remain, automatic rights to benefits. We literally can't afford to do it. And a 10 million increase in the population. Well, no wonder there's a problem getting a GP appointment. No wonder driving around our motorways has become such a blooming living nightmare. We've overpopulated the country. And there is nothing in this. There is nothing in this that is prejudiced against anybody. It's about what is in our interests of our people in our country and about putting British people first. That is what it's all about. That's what it's about. And as for the boats, well, I was going out into the English Channel in April and May 2020, filming the boats, putting it out on social media, and saying, why are the mainstream press not covering this? And I predicted that there'd be an invasion. It's now 200,000 people that have illegally crossed the English Channel. You've got them living in Hull, haven't you? Got them living in a Hull, in a hotel that once Queen Victoria and Prince Albert stayed in. You've had crimes committed by some of these young men in Hull, and I won't even go into the horrible details. Nobody that comes here illegally as a young man and chucks his passport and phone into the sea at a 12-mile line, not only should they not be given a hotel, not only should they not be given the right to stay, because they've come from countries like Iran and Afghanistan, we have to view them as a national security risk to the future of our country. And again, we're generous. We've been generous to Ukrainians, generous to people from Hong Kong who've been horribly treated by the Chinese. We've always been generous, but we do not want to be taken advantage of. Under us, anybody that comes by small boat or in the back of a lorry will be detained, not free to walk the streets, and deported from this country. Simple as that. And to do that, we will do the thing that they have not had the guts to do in government. We will leave the European Court of Human Rights. May the 1st last year, we won control of 10 county councils outright, and minority control of 2 others. The amount of publicity Reform-led councils have had is unlike anything in history. And it comes up regularly at PMQs when he reads out from his script, you know. Nearly 1 year in, I can say with some pride, we've managed to cut and save hundreds of millions of pounds, and our council tax rises are lower than that for any other party. And just with that, and with what Luke has managed to save here in Hull, you know with us, your money will be better looked after by Reform than it will by anybody else, and I'm proud of that record 1 year in. But there's a really big thing we have to do, and we have to do it in local politics, we have to do it in national politics. I think all of us in this room recognise the very, very serious problems Britain's in, the dangerous problems Britain's in, the sheer level and speed of decline, whether it's the economy, law and order, whatever it may be. But we're not here. We are not here to stick 2 fingers up to the establishment, even though they deserve it. No, we're not here to do that. We're here to say to you that our job is to spread the message of 1 4-letter word. Hope. Our job is to give people hope. Our job is to give people the feeling they can vote for people who are not cowardly, who won't follow opinion polls, who won't be put off by the storm they get on social media or abuse in the street from the hateful left who want to shut down all debate and cancel anything that is even vaguely patriotic. No, what people need is to believe we're going to get a government in Britain that will stand up for the right principles, fight for the right principles through thick and thin, face down the extremists, and get back proper British patriotic values from our schools right the way through. That is our job, is to spread hope, and that is what I intend to do. And the country needs it. But I can't do this on my own. And I've been pleased to see the massive growth of our party. We're now the biggest party in the country by membership. And our real strength as a party is the people's army. It's people out there. Now, I know that most of you in this audience, the vast majority, are not members of ours. Well, not yet members of ours. And my job tonight is to convince you, to help us, to support us, if you agree with what you've heard and seen this evening. And to that end, can I ask Luke and the local Hull candidates to come and join me on stage, please? Now, the reason I'm inviting these people up is hardly any of these guys and girls have ever been involved in politics before. But they put themselves forward to stand for reform because they believe something must be done. But perhaps even more deeply and even more emotionally, there's a growing feeling now, given where the country is going, that we may represent the last chance to bring some decency back to this country. We may well be the last chance. And so all I can say to you good people from Hull is this: these people have made a sacrifice. They've put their heads over the parapet. And I'm asking as many of you as possibly can to help them. And you can all help in your own ways. You can join us, you can support us, you can spread the message, you can deliver leaflets for us, you can make phone calls for us. All of you, in some way, if you want to help these people get elected, help this incredible political movement, then go to the table over there afterwards that says Stand For Us, and please sign up. So before we finish, let me ask you, are you prepared to help us in this great battle to save our country? Good, good. Well, thank you. They're going to need help. They're going to need help. They're brave people. And I want to say a big, big thank you. Fantastic audience, amazing turnout. Last year was a great success with Luke. And on May the 7th this year, I want to get all these people elected to represent you in Hull, and thank you for coming this evening. Thank you.